watched you on a clip of Mav Hoffa, My Expert Opinion podcast, and it was a time where I believe the guy he questioned you or something about your relationship with Pac, and I believe your response, I'm paraphrasing, was like, "Yo, buddy, you wasn't there, so there's no way you can actually judge this scenario, right?" Which is like, a lot of people ask me about things, and it's really pretty much the same thing I say. It's like, yo, it's being around and being in it is two different things. Like
totally.
I never met Tupac at all, so I can't relate to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So but I was around it, but I wasn't in it. So can you describe for people who didn't know, like, you know, or don't know, when they Google and they see, you know what I'm saying, the Cocoa Brothers, Smif-N-Wessun, whoop Pac at this time where it's supposed to be turmoil with what people know is really just Bad Boy, but people at that time tried to relate it to as if it was the whole
East West Coast thing.
So yeah, if you could,
it wasn't, as you know now, it wasn't that. It was just between individuals in certain joints.
All right,
but the whole time we had met Pac, his whole stance was like, yo, I really want to unite this hip hop shit.
What was it called? One Nation?
One Nation. Right, it was an album that he wanted to create. Right?
He was like, yo, I really want to unite this hip hop shit.
Right.
And we had a relationship for him. Like, as soon as he came home, he called us up at the label, was like, yo, let me talk to Buckshot.
Wow.
And Buck, you know, Buck used to be heavy on the prank call shit, like the Jerky Boy, so he did that shit to record labels forever.
Oh, so you thought they were doing it to...
So Buck got the call. He like, yo, Buck, Pac on the phone for you. He like, man, who the fuck out of here. Ain't no Pac on no
he
phone.
thinking they doing it to him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, but you guys had a relationship with Pac already before this, though?
Nah.
No? So
this was when he was just coming home. This was, he was...
One of the homies, Swan had a relationship with
Stretch and
Stretch.
Live Squad, right.
And then, like, you know, Outlaws is from Jersey.
Right.
And Dirty Jersey fuck with Brooklyn hard.
Right.
It's a weird relationship with Jersey cats and Brooklyn. So I think that, you know, the Outlaw cats was checking out, you know, they listening to Buckshot and seeing what's what and relaying words. I don't know who got what.
They know who to move.
I know on the back of the Shining, Tech had wrote a shout out to Mike Tyson and Tupac, like on some keep your head up.
I was gonna wear my Mike Tyson shirt today too.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
This is like random, super random. It could be any factor that dudes that says, all right, let's reach out to cats. You know what I mean?
And then I don't want to say this just to throw it out there, but just to clarify, could it have been that, because I know that Boot Camp had something with Big and Junior Mafia. Do you think that had anything to do why he would reach out to y'all?
I don't think so.
Nah, not at all.
When we got down there, we learned that it was like they called who they could call.
Right.
And he mentioned it. He said, I reached out to cats.
Because isn't that how that Method Man and Redman record came about too? I think that was like kind of in that same vein.
What,
the one
Magnum Force you doing?
The Method Man, Redman, and Tupac and Daz Dillinger record. Remember? I got my mind made up. Right. I think that was okay.
Oh man, I know that when we was down there, who was down there? I think.
And y'all flew to Cali to get with him?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Greg Nice. Wow.
They had some Jersey cats there.
What's her name?
Wasn't Melly Mel there?
Nah, I don't think Melly Mel.
Who you was on the track?
Melly Mel
on a track called Knock You Out or some shit with one of these Furious 5 niggas was there.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was exciting, man, because it's like, yo, you in the studio with cats and everybody wants to get on the track. But for us, it was like an opportunity. You know what I mean? We going down there as ambassadors of hip hop. We ain't talking about like we on this side of double agents or nothing like that. We're not thinking about no treason. We couldn't even think about treason in Brooklyn. That's ridiculous. So it was insulting. You know what I mean? And especially like Brooklyn we don't even be playing those type of games. So it's like that gets really serious.
What's that word you used?
Treason.
Yeah, that's
traitors.
Different. Yeah,
that's some shit they talk about Trump doing,
like
right?
Calling a nigga a bitch or a snitch or some shit.
Oh, So that was the backlash because you know, I had forgot about that until I seen the Math Hoffa thing. But was that? Let me just ask you, like me being naive, was that a backlash? Because y'all might have recorded it prior to Pac, you know, whatever. But he released it or he published it at a time where it was like it was war. So was there a backlash from New York?
And hold up, before you and to add to that, was it a backlash then or later? Because we all know that the East Coast, West Coast thing was manifested through media. Originally, people in hip hop knew these were beefs between two crews.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't no backlash because I was still, like I said, I was hanging out with Big every day.
Wow. I remember you told me that before.
Every day.
So that other beef had squashed itself.
That wasn't even what you call a beef. It was just a miscommunication and a misunderstanding of shit that went down between Brooklyn niggas.
Right.
But that wasn't no backlash for that. And we would ride and act like it wasn't even in the forefront, which it wasn't. We was just being friends with one another and enjoying, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it wasn't a backlash until the media, like you said, started driving points home and making shit. But other than that,
Yeah, I don't think, you know, it's like how the homie says deeper than rap, man.
Right.
And other homies say it's bigger than hip hop. Like, for us, we know it's politics of hip hop and the street politics.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So, like Smif-N-Wessun, not for nothing. Like Smif-N-Wessun, we don't do beef really like that. We don't really. You know, we know we're gonna cross some lines. We're gonna come across some dudes. We're gonna be in dudes' towns in the city. They ain't gonna like it. We're gonna be picking up they chicks and looking good in the club, and they ain't gonna be hating. And we gonna get into some stuff. Right. But like this is why Hip Hop 50 is so glorious, because now you get to see cats like niggas ain't really got no drama.
Right.
Niggas ain't really got no beef. Yeah. Now beef is beef. When it get going, it get going. Like that, we've been in wars. We've been doing stuff for real. Nobody want to do that off of no rap.
Wow.
Like
you're too old, goddammit.
All of us. Don't be dissing on me.
Right. Your mentality is in a whole different place.
We go back. That shit. My man Stormy, big up to my man Stormy. Stormy is an outlaw too, right? But he's from Atlanta, right? And he say, yo, that nigga pride get you killed. You know what I'm saying?
Pride.
All the
nigga
time.
pride.
Nigga pride.
Oh, nigga pride. You said nigga pride from life.
Nigga pride.
That's nigga pride right there. I thought you meant that.
Nigga
from life.
But that's a good one too, because niggas like to eat that. Niggas got to eat that nigga pride. You gotta white holy pride.
Humble yourself.
You gotta swallow your pride to stand on stage. Like you gotta when you put those names together, like these is greats.
Right.
These is two cats that could have been, their lives could have been at the tick of one tick of a line on the clock. Their lives could have went any kind of way. Right. You know what I'm saying? DMX left a legacy. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like Big L left a legacy. He ain't even drop a lot of albums, but he left a legacy. Yeah. He put all them cats on. Mm-hmm. He gave put all them Harlem DITC. They still, you know what I mean? They still repping that. It's crazy because when we do shows across the world, we do a tribute,
like a memorial thing.
Yeah, to artists. I think every artist should probably have that shit in their set.
Absolutely, and DJs.
Yeah, and the DJs, of course,
definitely.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, when these people don't ever forget. Like we gotta remind them how great hip hop is. It's not just a fad. It ain't just niggas wearing some cool clothes and a lot of jewelry.
And today, we reminded them how great Smif-N-Wessun is.